The Hawaiian chain of islands is located near the center of the Pacific Ocean, 2,300 miles from the coast of North America. The vast distance from the continents makes it one of the most remote spots on Earth. On this trip, we would visit 2 of the 8 major Hawaiian islands. First, Oahu, then Maui. We flew into Honolulu and then drove to the northeast side of Oahu, where we were staying in Kaiwa. Our first Hawaiian excursion was a morning hike just outside of town. Traveling with me in this group were Joe DiPiano, Greg Waffen, and Greg's cousin, Doug Waffen. Doug lives in Kailua and acted as a personal tour guide for our group while we were in Hawaii. Doug took us out for a hike on the Kaiwa Ridge Trail, which is sometimes informally called the Lanikai Hills. Kaiwa Ridge bends around and is a divider between the beachfront Lanikai community, Bellows Air Force Base, Kailua, and Kolu. The trail covered fairly steep terrain and led to a ridge with spectacular ocean views overlooking Lanikai Beach. After the surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, December 7, 1941, defending the islands from a repeat attack became a priority. This concrete pillbox is a defensive position that remains from World War II. The vantage point on top of the ridge allowed an unobstructed view of the shoreline below. Oahu is the 3rd largest of the 8 main Hawaiian islands. It has a land area of 607 square miles, with 112 miles of very expensive beachfront property. The island of Oahu was created nearly 4 million years ago by 2 now extinct shield volcanoes. The remains of the parallel volcanoes stand on the eastern and western sides of the island. The Waianae mountain range is on the west side of Oahu, and the Ko'olu range is on the east. From our hike on the eastern side of Oahu, we could see the steep, erosion-gouged side of the Ko'olu mountain range. There are 2 pillboxes on the ridge. In about 20 minutes of hiking, we arrived at the second pillbox, which is elevated 565 feet above the shoreline. The popular image of Hawaii often includes lush green tropical vegetation. The Kaiwa Ridge Trail is quite a departure from that picture. The mountain ridges to the west squeeze the moisture out of clouds that pass over the summit. Hence, the mountains divide the wetter windward shore from the drier leeward side. The reduced precipitation on the Kaiwa Ridge makes this trail one of the most dust-covered trails on the island. By Hawaiian state law, all beaches must allow access to the public. At the end of our hike, we went for a swim in the ocean and then walked along the beach on our trek back to the car. The wonderful views at Kaiwa Ridge were to be upstaged by the awesome scenery at our next stop, Maui.